Good day. The other day, somebody asked me a question and said to me, Randani, aren't you afraid of risk? I said, what do you mean? He said, you look like you take risk easily. It's easy for you to take risk and start something and do something and believe that this thing will work. I said, look, okay, before I answer you tell me, do you travel in a car or have ever traveled in a car? So no, daily. Even when I was coming here, I was driving my car. I said, okay, one. Do you eat sugar? Yes. Do you eat salt? Yes. So okay, fine. Are you aware that even now when we're talking, somebody must be dying in an accident because of a car? How many people do you know have ever lost? The person kept quiet. I said, no, really, this is serious. You're talking about risk, right? I'm talking about the car that you're driving that you parked down there. You drove that car and you know that that car killed somebody. It's a risk. For you to drive that car, it's a risk. If you don't want to get involved with, say, no, Rendana, you know what I'm trying to say is I can't take risk easily. You know, there's this thing that every time when I want to take risk, it's like it's holding me back. I feel like I'm big. So it's fine. Why is the same thing? The same thing doesn't hold you back when you need to get into your car. It's a risk to drive that car. It's a serious risk associated with the car. If you eat sugar, doctors say sugar, there's salt, there's this, they say there are a lot of things that we eat. Doctors every time they tell us to exercise. They tell us to do this. And yes, we still don't do that, even though we know there's a risk. What we do is a risk that might affect our health. But you are saying you can't take a risk. Everything we do in life associated with a risk. If you say you can't take a risk, what does that mean? I don't understand. If you say you can't take a risk but you drive a car, that is a risk. So are you saying you are prepared to block your dream, to block your vision, just because you don't want to take risk? But every day, whatever you do on daily basis is associated with a risk. Whatever you are doing on daily basis, that thing that you do is associated with a risk. You don't want to start a business because you think it's a risk. It's risky to start a business. Everything is risky. How many big companies are being liquidated and closing down after 20 years, after 30 years of operation? Yes, it doesn't mean even it didn't happen in a year or 2 and 5 or 10, it won't happen. Everything is a risk. But within that 10 years, find that they've achieved their goals, they've benefited, they've got to where they want to get to. Try something and do something and move the risk out of the picture. Separate your vision from the risk.